Hey, good morning, everyone. Today is August 27th, 2025. It is a Wednesday. Today's actually a day off from work. I worked 12 hours yesterday, if you watched the previous video log. And it has been a really decent day so far. So, woke up and was laying in bed and was like, dude, I don't even know what time it is. I stayed up pretty late last night. I don't know what time it is. I don't want to, do anything. And I was like, my morning routine is usually get up, take a focus medication, do life, right? I used my last medicine yesterday. So I had to get up and I was sitting there just like a zombie, bro. I was like... So I walked in my office, cleaned it last night, cool. Went to go put on a shirt. Dude, I was moving 2 miles an hour. Just gotta go put on a shirt. And I was like, oh my god, bro, I need to walk in. So I was like, okay, I need to put on a shirt. So went and put on a shirt. Yeah, it was an intense battle. It was a really big struggle. So, yeah. And then, went and told Ava I was leaving. Went and got my prescription at Albertsons. I bought some groceries while I was there. Beef was on sale. Bought some of that. Steaks were on sale. I was like, man, we have a bunch of steaks at home. I was like, I bought more on sale the other day. And then, came home. I got some asparagus for dinner today. And then I started making beef broth because I organized the freezer and we had a whole bunch of meat scrap that we were going to use to make broth and just never got around to it. So I was like, no day like today. Started making it. And then, so it's boiling downstairs right now. So that's why I'm kind of hurrying through this a little bit. And then, went out, took the bins back in. The trash day was today. And then made myself some leftover pizza and some grape juice. And I've been numbing on that. And then came up, checked my Roblox, made my video log description, and then made a morning video log, obviously. And then other goals for the day are brush teeth, shower, trim my beard. We want to play some games with our friends and go surprise another friend here in town. I want to research the Federal Reserve rate increases. I have a video idea about them. It's going to be pretty cool. And then make some recovery video logs, upload video logs, pick up my prescription, and make beef broth. And then bring in the trash cans, but I already did that. Bins. So, yeah, I'm going to get started on the goals for the day. It's been pretty awesome day so far, and I hope to keep up the momentum. So, I'll let y'all know how it goes tonight, and I will see you then. Peace.
One eternity later.
Hey, good evening, everyone. This has been a packed day. It's been really, really fun. So, all the goals for the day: brush teeth, morning vlog, shower, trim beard, play games with our friend, surprise our other friend, research the Federal Reserve, what would happen if the Fed did rate increases instead of decreases. It was a video idea I had. Make recovery video logs, upload video logs, pick up my prescription, make beef broth, and bring in trash bins. I hadn't planned to make beef broth or bring in the trash bins because I was being lazy or whatever. But I woke up, needed to go pick up my prescription, headed over to Albertsons, all the stuff I literally just explained in the mid-morning video log. Picked up meat to freeze, so put it in the freezer, had to clean out the freezer, get all the meat scrap that I had planned on making beef broth with out. So made beef broth all day. It was a really all-day event, dude. It took 8 hours to fully make good broth. It was really crazy. And then, after I made my morning video log, I went downstairs. I was just in time because it was boiling and stuff, boiling over the pot a little bit. So took a spoon, scraped off the weird scum stuff at the top, and then threw that away. And then was watching it for probably 15 minutes before I went back upstairs. Played some Roblox. Ava woke up, played some more Roblox, and then went downstairs, trimmed my beard, and took a shower. And then as I was in the shower, Ava went and hung out with Summer, and our friend Hope was in town. That was pretty cool. And then Tiyra, our friend who we were going to play games with, got home late from work, and was having a rough day, so I gave her a call, and she caught us up on everything. It was pretty cool. And then Ava had called me for something or other, and we ended up doing a three-way video call for a little while. It was pretty cool. And we never got the chance to play video games because whatever, life happens, whatever. And then Ava got back, so we got ready to go surprise our other friend Lorelai, but I needed someone home to watch the broth because it was still simmering, and I was and Ava was I don't know if it's a good idea to leave this home. And I was just leave it. It's gonna sit there, whatever, right? It'll be sitting there another 4 hours without me touching it. What is it? And she was I don't know. It just seems a little irresponsible to leave the stove on. So I was like, okay. So I got dinner like all prepped. I had asparagus that I got prepped, I had steaks that I prepped. And then my mom was like, 6 o'clock. She was like, I'll be there in 15 minutes. She did not get there till like 6:30, and I was like, okay, well, I need to make dinner. So made dinner, and then we watched some show while made dinner and then watched some show while we were eating. We started Wednesday. It was pretty alright. Pretty alright. Let me see what this person just said. Interesting. And then yeah, we started Wednesday. I've never seen the show Wednesday, so that was pretty cool. But then yeah, we went and dropped in on our friend. She's at her new place. She gave us a quick tour. It was pretty nice. And then on the way home, we stopped at Albertsons and got chips. And yeah, I was ready to come home. It took a minute. We like drove around, and so her house is on like the other side of town. So on the way back, we passed like 3 of our friends' houses, and at one of them, my boy Josue's girlfriend lives in like this apartment complex or whatever. We like drove up and like took a video of the apartment complex, and we're just like, oh, what if we burgled this place? I don't know. I'm sure it looks so weak, so vulnerable. I don't know. And like sent her a video of it. It was so funny, dude. We were cackling. But yeah, came home, and then all the beef broth was done, so I picked out all the chunks and the bones and stuff, and then put all that away, put the beef broth in the freezer, and then cleaned up all my dishes from the beef broth and from dinner. And then played some Roblox, finished the episode of the Lemonade Stand podcast. That was pretty good. And then I, throughout like the whole day, I've just been like uploading video logs pretty periodically, just like 2 or 3 here and there. Just it's easier to just do it like that. I think I had up till the 5th done, so I did 6 today. So that's not bad. Why is this one paused? I can trash this, I think. Forever. Oops. Forever. I already had it uploaded elsewhere, so that's cool. But yeah, it's been pretty nice. So, I did research briefly. The Federal Reserve, like what happens when they raise interest rates, times they have raised interest rates, times they've lowered interest rates, all of the good stuff. It was pretty interesting, actually. But, yeah, I was talking with, I was using ChatGPT to, like, look at the stuff for it, which was really, really interesting. No, please don't do this. I don't care for that. I accidentally downloaded my own video that I already have saved. But yeah, I was using ChatGPT to, like, find information on this stuff. And I think right now we are in the AI bubble, and I say that as like a overall like AI is being way over invested in, and it's not going to be profitable. Like AI is not going to be a profitable investment, right? But it is going to be a very effective tool. And on the Lemonade Stand podcast, they talked about how something like water isn't going to have huge ability for like multiple companies to come in and compete and like have better and better products and innovate. And you don't want to have a town where there's 100 different water supply companies who are all digging their own lines. All like that's one of those things that's going to be owned by the government, right? The government is going to do the water. That just makes sense. I think this is going to be a bold ass prediction. I think AI is a very useful tool. I had much more negative AI sentiment towards the beginning when it was less refined. And now that we're kind of here at the peak, I don't think AGI is possible. Like a generally intelligent artificial entity, I don't think it's possible with what we have right now. And in the trajectory it's going, it is going to be viciously unprofitable. Sorry, very, very popular though. So it's going to be completely net negative all the time, but everyone's going to want to use it. I genuinely think AI will get to a point where there is no more room for innovation. Every bit of data that is possible has been scraped from the digital world and is currently in use by AI data systems. And I genuinely think the government is going to have to come in and own it and charge net zero profit for it. Like, that's just going to have to be a thing the government does. And it's one of those things where it's like, once you get to a certain point, there is either no way to innovate, no reason to innovate, or like just that's the best it's ever going to get. There is no way to innovate, right? And I think we're able to get to that point with AI just with how much money's being invested in it. And it's just like, it's so crazy to me that we are at this point where AI is a great tool. ChatGPT 5 is getting like constant updates. It's good. It's all right, right? And you're able to give it like clear, direct orders, and it will do those things. You can talk with it through language and all this stuff. And it's all losing money, like just burning cash. I genuinely hope that governments see this and understand that it kind of has to be a population given thing like water. Like, it is one of the greatest tools. Phones are a good example. Phones, like, they are being innovated now. Eventually, there will be no more innovation in phones. Like, dude, when you have a touchscreen flip phone that can run Doom, like, easily, that's insane. That's insane. There's no reason a normal person should have this kind of computational power in their pocket. Zero. Zero reason. But here we are. And I think that AI is going to take a turn like that. And if we don't capture the point and nationalize it quickly enough and make it a government thing like water, like stuff like that, like electricity, like gas, that kind of thing. If we don't do that, I fear we miss the ball at some point on like retaining it as a tool. And I think it's quite possible that if the bubble bursts, AI stops. Like, there's a good chance, and so it's like with a lot of the way AI is right now is, if you're not using it, you have the potential of missing out on like the golden age of AI, where it's like very, very reasonably priced for what it offers and good. And it's like, it might get to a point where the actual, like, for what it does, the actual reasonable price is quite a lot. And like what it takes and what it needs and all the things, there's quite a lot involved. And so I think that it will get to a point where it is either ass and cheap or exorbitantly priced and still not up to the same standard as it is today. And so it's like, if we don't nationalize it by then, all of the country is going to lose out on AI as a tool. And I just wanted to talk about that. If you have any thoughts on that, I would love to hear your comments. I get some weird people on these videos sometimes, and it's beautiful. It is wonderful. I get people who are like pro crypto, pro tech. I had a trans person at one point that was so sick, dude. Hi, that was so cool. I forget other people exist sometimes. Well, you're not a cisgender heterosexual white man. What are you even doing here? Whoa, so cool. I love it. But yeah, that's just where I think the long term future of AI is going to be. Is just like, it has to get nationalized, or else we're going to completely miss the boat. So yeah. Anyways, I hope you all had a wonderful Wednesday, and I will talk to y'all tomorrow. Peace.